Hello everyone, I'm Great Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 226 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where we have finally started logistic robot production stuff. And I just realized that it's probably stupid to make all of these ball bearings and then putting them into crates that the robots should move instead of just directly feeding. And thinking that, I also don't think we should make the things that we're not making the bearings for locally. So I'm gonna remove some of this stuff. These, I guess, can just go over here and we can just feed from below then. So we do not request the ball bearings here. Only the steel and cobalt steel. Yep. And then we need another inserter. Do I not have any of those? I guess not. And we need you to take from there to there. So we're fine on the ball bearings, just not the cobalt steel, and that's fine. Why do we have steel here? I have no idea. We should not output to these chests, I don't think. Feels like it doesn't make sense, at least. Maybe at some point we need these for something else than just their bearings, but then we re-implement something, I guess. Okay. So this is not used. So we have some things that aren't used here. I think this was reserved for nitinol. That would make sense. But we have 3 machines that are not used. And is the next thing we need the robot stuff? I think so. So we can do these 3 here and then start with the next one on top. I guess. We do need to make this at some point here. But I guess that's all the way down here. I think we would like local supplies of that, or a bit more local supplies. We don't really want it all focused in one space. We want it spread out. So I'm gonna try just putting some down randomly, I guess. That should be possible with the exception of insulated wire. This is fine, and this is fine. How are we doing on robots? Actually not too bad after we stopped the bearing things. Also, I did trace some robots that were going up here. And they are apparently just storing a lot of stuff in these chests, which I should stop. So let's just go fix that. And we have larger robot storage things, capacity. I guess we could do some of this stuff. Maybe we should decide what our long-term goals are here. I don't think I really care about plutonium at the moment. On the other hand, I think we get plutonium out of our uranium nuclear power plants. When you reprocess the fuel. Yes, you get plutonium and some fusion catalysts. So we will have to store that to begin with at least. And then if we want to, we can use or make plutonium instead. And with plutonium, we can make more plutonium. And we don't have a tier after that. So maybe this isn't so far-fetched that we won't be able to do it. We just turn plutonium into more plutonium with the uranium-238 instead of turning uranium-235 into more uranium-235. I think. How do you make fuel out of this? Also, you can make some out of uranium-235. Good to know. But how do you make the fuel? Plutonium fuel. Do we already have that recipe? Oh, we do. So it is just this stuff. And we will just get an empty fuel cell thing, I guess. Oh, a spent one. Used up. That's the uranium thing though. Can we get plutonium? That's thorium. So if we use a plutonium fuel cell, do we just get a used up uranium fuel cell? Maybe Helmut can tell us. I am just a little curious here to get some research started. So we have no recipes that creates that. Oh well. This makes this. We can't use that in anything. Great. Is this the usage of one? So why does it have ingredients? Wait, what? I am not sure how to do that. I think you are just getting a uranium fuel source. Otherwise, I would expect to see a recipe in here for it. So we could do this. I mean, the long-term goal is to launch rockets, right? So this stuff. But we're still quite far away from that. Maybe a shorter-term goal is just the yellow science. And for that we need tungsten and probably nitinol as well. I feel like we have quite a gap here. But maybe we should just research the things that we can of nicer things, nice to have things. Oh, let's go empty those boxes, chests. So the robots don't go up here anymore. Yeah, don't come with those for me, please. Do we have anything else here? I don't think so. Can you see stuff like this on the map somehow? I don't think so. But hopefully the logistic bots will just focus on our production area now then. Except when I drag them away. Good. When we did pipe stuff, I think I forgot that we need other pipe types for different recipes. But let's just get done with these robot things first, I guess. Oh, but I need to reserve more space for more robot stuff. Because we get another tier. 2 more tiers. Maybe that is not made from here though. Maybe I'm trying to think too far ahead with this pretty basic robot setup. I just need to be able to consistently produce stuff. So I'm just gonna stop at tier 3 here. And then we can design something better later. I guess that should have been something I thought about earlier, but it was not. Okay, so we needed some more pipe of different type. Copper, iron, I'm sure. Stone we have. Bronze we don't have. Steel we don't have, I don't think. Or did we go with steel and titanium? No, just titanium. Okay. Plastic, sure. Brass. Ceramic. Tungsten. And then I guess we get nitinol as well, but I'm not sure, again, if we want to account for that. I am just going to keep running the power up here in case we can make more useful things out of the resources we currently have. Robots have actually gotten quite good at grabbing this when they're this localized at least. Or this focused. Good. I guess I should start carrying around titanium pipe stuff instead of normal stone pipe. Most of this is just getting over here at the moment though, but this is already backed up, so it shouldn't be too bad. Also, we could just switch the underground pipe, because this makes no difference if it's stone or titanium. But then the looks might just be better with titanium. I think I'll start using these. Whoops, they don't go in there. And stick with stone pipe. Okay. Oh, I guess we should upgrade these. At least soon. When we have it. And we fit one more of these setups in. Yes, we can. Awesome. I said I wanted to start doing things here when we needed them. So maybe I should actually keep to that. I don't think I really want these anymore. I should just get provider chests instead. Because I would also need those, and I prefer just having less different types of the same thing. So always keep 100, sure. For these, maybe 100 as well. 100 of those. And I'm not sure about the rest here, so for now, that's fine. I just wanted to be able to place some of this stuff myself. So pipes are done. Most of this is done. We do need to produce these for the robots. I don't think we did that. Which is a little stupid. And we'll keep one empty for the next tier, because we planned everything else around having 4 tiers of robots. Same there. And there. Okay. That is everything from this tab, I think, unless we need some of these things. Wooden board, phenolic boards, these boards, maybe? We have red boards coming in, right? Maybe not. Also, we don't have red circuits because we are low, as always. We have plenty of space to import more stuff when we need it. I don't think I'll make intermediates that I don't know if I need or not. Though we don't have any basic electronic components, because those have all been made locally so far. We do have transistors though. Yes. So I'm sure some of this stuff is not running because of a lack of those, unless they only go onto boards. Then we might not need transistors either, but we should take a look. Why did I look at this? I'm not sure. So these, they are needed for all of the robot stuff. Also, red boards are needed. Blue boards are needed. Whatever these boards are called are needed. Dark blue. Okay, so we should get red boards in at least. Can we get those next to the titanium? No, we can't because of this build. But here, maybe? And we made blue boards only locally, I think, or blue chips. Somewhere. Here, yep. Now we could put these on the bus and bring them to the robots. Just because I don't want to do... some of the fluid stuff with in the robot area at the moment. If we put these here, will we have problems with that anywhere? I am just gonna put these right here. Have I missed something up here? Apparently I have, somehow. Okay. They are coming. So I said we needed electronic components thingies. Basic electronic components. We need carbon for that. I think we're just gonna have 2 of those. Carbon. So you make carbon out of charcoal and steam. I'm thinking we're just gonna reserve 2 machines space for that. Just so we can, well, still have it fitted into the same grids as the other machines. So if we want to make carbon, we need a liquefier, I think. Carbon. Don't want to include those, nope. And we need a boiler, electric boiler. And we need water. And I think that all fits into these. If we just compare that to 2 of those, yes, that fits nicely. Oh, but they don't take water from the back. Dang it. I don't want to reserve 3 things. 3 areas for this. Charcoal goes in, this outputs carbon. Yes, good. And here comes the charcoal, and we are running. Good. So, a thought that just came to me is that when we designed this thing, I didn't implement one of the... Whoops. Oh, come on. Didn't implement one of the later changes that I've made, or have wanted to make at least, where these should only clarify if we actually need sulfuric wastewater. Also, this should output further. And to test that, I did storage tanks. Is that not the only way? I think I implemented it over here somewhere. With pumps. Am I wrong? No, we did it here. So yeah, an inline storage tank and a pump that are connected. We should probably do that here as well. So instead of... Wait. Is it... It's just the mineral sludge that we are clarifying on that condition, right? Yes, okay. So never mind the sulfuric wastewater, which we are clarifying here. That will be clarified if we have more than 80%. But if we put one of these here, and we move these somewhere else to fit in an actual pump here. Then this should work as well. Do I have circuits? Where are circuits again? Dang it. Oh, they are right here. Okay. So if sulfuric waste water, which is in here, is more than... I think it can hold 2500 with, right? So this is 80%. Yes, 2500. Then this is allowed to pump. Good. Though I guess it shouldn't pump if we have more than 80% and these actually need it. So should we overflow into a pump? Only have the pump as a valve, really? Don't we have a valve that can do that? I know I looked into this, but it is confusing that... Wait, are these from another mod? I don't know. So we have two different top-up valves. We have a non-return valve. A valve? No, that's just a normal valve that only allows one direction. Can be connected to a wire, but can't be closed on a wire condition. So there's only a pump that can take a wire condition, and then we need to overflow into that. Well, I guess we have enough space anyway, so... So if we have more than 80% in these pipes, and we have more than 80% in sulfuric wastewater, we clarified this stuff. Wait, less than 80%. Yes. Wait, what? The other way around. If we have too little, we are allowed to clarify this to produce more of this. As long as the valves also agree, yes. So let's replace that blueprint with a new one. Good. Just had that thought out of nowhere. Let's get back to robot production. So now we need to cut up some solder. And then we are quite a lot closer to more robots. Actually, robot 3s already. Though we need the frames, of course. I'm getting confused about these markers again. So tier 1 is actually tier 2 in these numbers for whatever reason. The frames, have we not started making those yet? I guess they weren't in the tab of the robots. So the robots are here, but the frames are in here. I thought we had those, but let's just get them now then. And reserve one spot. Maybe we're making these in two places now, but I don't think I saw it anywhere. No. Also, I think we should just update some of the limits for these power plant things. Well, a lot of this hasn't even... We need boil 3s for this. Okay. We need electric engine units 3s for this. Okay. That actually makes sense, and well, both of those make sense. And it's nice that you can actually reuse your steam things. I just need to remember to build it. But we're so low on both steel and advanced circuits that we're not really making anything here for more power. And I guess we're not really running that many machines at the moment that we need more power, but it would just be nice to get out of the way. Red circuits are always low. It's not that we have stopped production almost entirely, right? It seems very slow. Because of green circuits. Because of copper, I wager. No, iron. What? What is wrong with iron now? Catalysts. Why are we not outputting at least a full yellow build of these? Are these not supposed to be able to keep up? These are not keeping up at least. Wait, we have output problems? So one side is keeping up, the other is not. And these have shortages. So how can this be backed up, but these have so little fluid? This shouldn't be necessary, but let's just try it anyway. Output full. These. How many have we put in here? I think I've made a mistake somewhere along the way. Okay, well it's running smoother now it seems. We could just add a buffer chest for these. That would be a bit more secure, but I don't want to. Could top it up with these. We could also just make another setup. Or we could try and make do with what we have. It is very low though. We need to remove this if we want to do that. We do something like this. Every now and then we will have a little bit out of this. And for now I'm just gonna do that. I don't necessarily know that that's necessary, but we're only using... we will only be outputting from one side of this build. So they could potentially back up here. Right. This should produce some more iron, but I'm not entirely sure if it's enough. Every time I see these problems, I just want to start using trains and outposts that much more, even if it doesn't make sense. Or maybe it does make sense, but I feel like that's not what you're meant to do here. So, more iron should solve our red circuit problems, or at least make them less of a problem. I think we are going to make boiler 3s and steam engine 3s. So these can actually start running. Boiler 2, boiler 3. Not boiler 4? No. Steam engine 2 and 3. So am I right in thinking that steam engine 4s cannot be used in anything else? Just out of curiosity again. They can probably be used in the number 5 here, but that can't be used in anything. And that is the only recipe for that. Okay. Good to know. We're doing okay on robots. Most of them are actually sleeping. That's good news. I think that also means that most of our machines here have actually backed up. Okay, let's keep going, because there's still some basic things, mainly Angel's machines, that we need to automate before we run out of resources, or machines, or whatever. I'm not sure if we even can get to that point anymore. We could also try making all of this stuff here. But I think we'll do that only when we need more labs, or better labs. So nothing of that. Military. We could automate whatever we want in our suit. We could also automate these. Higher tier artillery, is that just more range or is it only more damage? Range 256 on automatic, 224, so it is a little bit longer range. We can upgrade that specifically though. I don't really care about atomic artillery shells though, I don't think, just noting that. So we only get to tier 2 and then it's just upgrades, okay. We can do this with our current research though if we do this. So maybe that's what we do next. Let's leave a space for that. Though, can we actually make them? Silicon nitride is needed. Okay. I think we can make that just out of monosilicon. No, that's not silicon nitride. Nitride doesn't make it sound like we can actually make it just out of monosilicon. I guess we need some nitric acid or something. Or just nitrogen. Where is the stuff? Have we not unlocked that yet? Silicon. F. It's from silicon powder and nitrogen gas. And that is from iron ingots. Oh well. And then we mix that, I guess, in here. Somewhere. Stop being yellow, please. Oh, I forgot that we needed to make insulated wire as well. But I don't see the... silicon nitride anywhere, but I'm sure it's there. I'm just blind. But we would need silicon ingots for it. We need rubber. For that, I guess we just need resin. No, liquid rubber. Okay. Again, curiosity. Think something in here used it. I guess this is the way. Don't want to focus on this right now, so we're just not getting Roboport 3 things, I guess. I'm just a little curious about these. Oh, we have reserved space for more, okay. Steel is a problem, but I guess that's also a low production thing. No, we made more steel. Why is this low? We're not using that much. This is our old build. Our new build is not producing anything. Almost nothing. You. What the heck is going on here? Oh, it doesn't really matter. We're not producing a lot here because we don't have a lot of wood bricks. Oh, let's start upgrading this build. I'll upgrade the splitters on the way back down, I think. And a mouse belt. So we need to put more fuel down here. At least when we have enough fuel for our power, this is fine. Whenever we get our nuclear going, this is also fine, because then all of the fuel production up here can really be used for other things. No, this one. All the way down here we have stopped using this into our setups. Just putting charcoal in directly. At least into the newer setups, I guess. Some of these older ones are still using wood bricks. Now we could also put a secondary build in here. We have the space for it, we did reserve that space. But for now I think this should solve the problem pretty fast here. I might be wrong though, but who knows. I did just run out of build again, so... It was for charcoal here we needed it. And we are producing faster, it's just still not very fast. I am going to go grab more build for him. Oh, that's a good amount. Though we don't really need that much anymore, but still. This still seems very low. I guess these belts are only yellow, so... that's not how we do this. I guess this was better. This needs to prioritize this belt, this needs to prioritize this belt. We can't back up one belt to... Well, it isn't backing up, I guess. Maybe this is okay. We pretty much just made this one not work. Should input prioritize the right as well? I think. Okay. It should be better now. Should be, not necessarily though. Are these not newer? Why did we do wood bricks directly into those? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter too much. We're going to make it into charcoal anyway. So again, we should get more fuel in here now. And it is starting to pick up a little bit. Good. As soon as this belt backs up, we will get more further down. Oh, and here comes a lot. Good. Or did it just stop again? I guess so. It's not that stable at the moment. It will get better though. Charcoal is needed out here. That's the real problem, it seems. Wait, what? Oh, charcoal in here. From there. This fuel. I guess we have just used up all of our belts worth of this stuff before I came. So we are trying to fill up a lot of stuff. I don't think this is the normal usage of it. But I could be wrong, of course. In which case we really do need to put in another belt. These are all being merged with this anyway, so there's no reason to take anything from there. This belt we could take though. Further. And this just goes all the way, I guess. Just balancing every now and then. Or not balancing, but moving it over. Did we have others of these splitters? Yes. No, this is me making that right now. There's nothing going to this side, right? I don't think so. Not sure why I did that one manually. This should help if we just get some extra fuel onto that belt. But maybe we're actually using most of our fuel at the moment. We're not really starving for power. So this being full means that we actually get more. This being full says the same thing. So that's these two belts taking care of these two as well. That's this and this, I guess. We're already using those. This is what becomes this, right? No? That's what becomes this, okay. We could take more. I guess this doesn't really matter. Whoops. We only have 2 overflows that are now being merged onto one belt. Priority is not a thing, I don't think. Would of course take some of my stuff here and use. Well, most of that went into fuel, but that still helps, I guess. Though it's more long-term help than short-term. We could also request just all of the fuel from the network here into a chest that we put on. I'm sure there's a bunch, but we're not in network range. Why is that? Have I not put networks into these things? I have. They're just not extended to this. Well, I'm sure robots can fix this. Where are these? So you want all of the junk. And we will have maybe some delivered, maybe not. There is 1.2k in the network, but there's no logistic robots here. Okay. Oh well. If we at some point connect our networks, then that will help I guess. What should we focus on? We need farming for this, and we also need farming to actually make the splinters, I believe. And maybe that is something we should start considering. Maybe farming could be our longer term goal here. I would like to get that out of the way though, so out into an outpost on a train. This mod pack would just be so much better if it had ferries or, well, ships. Though you would still need to kill all of the worms, of course, but I feel that's just a logical next step, instead of just me forcing trains into the playthrough, just having ferries and stuff. Cargo ships. Have I started making more steel again? Yes, slowly, not very good still though, but that's still a matter of few. Hopefully that's just because we are still filling up belts like these. Because this isn't really using that much. So yeah. I'm gonna call this part done. And we should still pick a new research. So the reason we haven't done a lot of these is because it requires science, or farming science, and we don't actually have a good production of that. We did produce a little bit, but that was all because we didn't have everything needed to automate it completely, I think. So what is supposed to go in here? I don't remember. This is almost 200 episodes ago, I think. 150 or so. So I am starting to consider farming being the next thing here. We might need it for other stuff than just beacons or modules. But don't we need some of this for? No. What is the rocket silo hidden behind? I'm not sure. This is needed for some of the space exploration stuff. Fusion reactor. And better suits. It's worth considering at least. I do want to get trains going, I'm pretty sure at this point. Because I don't want to keep fixing these things, I would just like to add another train when such a thing happens. Or at least have enough space around where we're producing a resource to just expand. Without having to tear down a lot of stuff to then build some of it up again. So yeah. But I'm calling this crisis over for right now at least. The steel crisis. So how far did we get with our automation stuff? We automated these. We haven't done radars. I feel like I skipped ahead to something, but maybe I didn't. We still need all of Angel's machines. So we should get to that. I would like to just finish this tab first though. I was thinking about doing personal stuff. I think that's a waste of space right now. These are a little bit less of a waste of space. Do we have higher tier radars than 4? Yes, we have a 5, but I am not gonna do it. Everything else can wait. Yes. Though, again, better robot stuff would really be nice. I am going to do personal things just over here. Don't want it as a well, permanent part of this setup. You need to expand, please. So, roboports are important. Tier 2, I believe we can make those. We can't make tier 3s yet, because they required insulated wire, and I didn't want to do that. Though maybe I should just fix that. I have so many small things that I am pushing off, and still I'm looking for a greater goal here. Rubber. So what else are we using rubber for than just insulated wire? Mech foot, not that helpful. Insulated wire and nothing else. How about the liquid rubber stuff? Only for rubber. So we could just make this over at our loot bus and just put it in a chest, and the robots will have to grab it from there. We don't need that on the bus, really. I think that's an okay idea. So let's do that. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.